Blaine Taylor here with Tony Shaver from William & Mary. Tony, a lot of people know your background. That's all pretty well chronicled. But what we'd like to do here is kind of get to know Tony Shaver, the man, a little bit. So let me fire some questions at you a little bit.
Fire away.
Do you mow your own lawn?
I do. Love it. I love being in the yard. I really
You're
do.
the only guy in the league. Okay. Do you wash your own car?
I do.
You're the only guy in the league. Do you cook?
No, absolutely not.
You know, your growing up years, you know, everybody had some formative people in their life, and I think I've heard you talk about some of this stuff before, but I'm sometimes surprised different people that come out when I ask, who made Tony Shaver the man he is today?
It's pretty easy for me. It's my father. Lost him 14 years ago, but he's been my hero my whole life. I mean, he's an unsung kind of hero. He's done a lot of things in the background, but anybody ever tells me I remind me of my father, that's the greatest compliment I can receive.
If you were to say that something you're proud of or an achievement away from basketball, we get so caught up in sports. What have you done away from basketball? You'd say, hey, I really feel good about doing this.
Well, again, for me, it'd be a family thing. I'm really proud of my three sons. You know, they're all grown up now, and they've left the nest, per se, but, you know, I'm very proud of what they've done, and I think what they stand for, and, you know, good friends with them today. I'm not sure they would necessarily agree with that, but really proud of them, and really happy we're all still such a part of each other's lives, I think.
You talk about your dad, and I can see how it affects you. I know that I've seen the interaction with your sons, and they have that same feeling for you. As you raise those boys, though, being a basketball coach, why are they all playing baseball?
They're smart. They're slow, number one, and not great shooters.
They might see this now.
Yeah, that's okay. They know this. But, I will tell you one funny story. My oldest son, Chris, who was very, very good. I mean, he's fourth-round pick of the Cubs, very skilled pitcher, and he came to me after his junior year in high school and with tears in his eyes, and he said to me, Dad, he said, I need to talk to you. And I said, well, of course, I'm thinking all kind of bad things that have gone on here, but he was a good high school basketball player and baseball player, but you know, he said to me, he said, Dad, I really like basketball, but he said, I love baseball. So I think I really want to spend my senior season just on baseball. And I went, I mean, phew, first of all, I thought, thank goodness that's all you wanted to talk to me about, but I also was thinking he's really smart because he's a 6'7" left-handed pitcher, so he's making the right choice. So they played basketball through their whole life, but probably were a little more skilled in certain areas.
I really value how you value this career and your family and this experience. But I was at a school that hadn't won a championship for decades, and when they did, they didn't even know how to act. What would it mean to William & Mary if you actually won a championship?
Well,
snuck that question in on you, didn't I?
You did. And I must admit, I probably was ready for that one because you've asked me that before. But it would mean a lot to so many people. I mean, and I think about not just the current team, you know, not just Tony Shaver, not just this staff, but all the coaches that have been there before me, administrators like Terry Driscoll and Bobby Dwyer, who put so much into this thing, alumni like, you know, Jim Kaplan and Matt O'Reilly and John Leone and Mark Batesville, guys that, you know, for years have wanted to have that type of success. So it would mean a lot to us as a team, but obviously a lot to many, many people who for years have tried to get us to that point.
Typical Tony Shaver. Candor and honesty. Gotta love you, man.
Thanks.
Best luck to you as we go along, my friend.
Greatly admire you and appreciate it.